and they invited me down to England. I ventured across the border to the deep south. And Tracy, when I first met you, just explain what you were suffering from.
I had postnatal depression for about 4 or 5 years, and I came to a meeting, I came to a couple, went up for prayer, and just remember going out in the spirit, crying my eyes out, thinking, oh dear, I don't want to be like this, walk back, and my friend said, no, you'll have to go back up. I came up 7 times. By then I was in hysterical laughter and no depression at all after that day. That's 13 years ago.
So to explain, how bad was the depression?
I had 2 beautiful children, and I just couldn't really cope with life, and I just went to sleep all the time and just hide myself away really, and it wasn't very nice at all.
So you got that for years?
I had it for about 4 or 5 years.
But after I kept praying for you, you ended up laughing.
Yeah.
But you're still laughing.
Still laughing 13 years later.
And you know what, her transformation was quite outstanding. I remember when you came up, you were in a very, if you know someone who's depressed, and the very deep depression, and but Jesus delivered you, didn't he?
He certainly did, and not only that, can I share the rest of it?
Yeah, God is restoring your life, because it shares some of the things that happened that caused this depression. What's some of the life events that caused this?
Life events. Divorced twice, then separated, then became pregnant by my ex-husband because we couldn't live with each other and couldn't live without each other, so I was pregnant and in difficult circumstances had to keep moving house. Rented accommodation, couldn't get into housing because we shared a studio flat. We were in negative equity at that time, and so I couldn't come off the deed, so I was stuck. And he was stuck because he couldn't sell it, and we kind of wanted to get back together. We had a second child, we thought we were going to get remarried and everything. But he would never give up the studio flat and move in with me, so I was just sort of on my own doing all these things, nothing really changed.
So you felt really hopeless about the whole situation?
I just felt, I was just stuck with life, and although I was a Christian, I was born again, but just kept praying, but this depression just kind of took hold of me at that time.
So you felt into deep despair?
Yeah.
Wow. And so when I laid hands on you and prayed for you, try to explain what you felt 13 years ago. What did you feel when I prayed for you?
Oh, power. I was just gone. I remember you saying, have you been baptised in the Holy Spirit? I'm like, I don't think so, but he just went, wow, and I was off again. and I just kept coming to as many meetings as I could really, kept going to Swindon to see John, getting more and more prayer, and I was just like, up till like 3 or 4 in the morning, I just like didn't want to go to sleep, I just wanted to live, and just everything just changed after that point.
Wow. And during that time you felt suicidal at all?
Not really, but I live for my children and for God, but yeah, it definitely changed my life, and I've never looked back.
So your life never been the same after 13 years?
Never.
God bless you, thanks for sharing that, Tracy.